It's MJ Callaway popping in here to say hello and thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of Bounce-Up Chronicles, for your support over the last year. We would not have been able to make issue number 52 without your support, without your messages, without your replies. So with that, I want to pull over one more balloon, and I hope you can see it. It says, you are number one. Because you are number one. Without you, Bounce-Up Chronicles would not exist. So kudos to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We get into the giveaways and what we will be doing to celebrate 52 issues, 1 year of Bounce-Up Chronicles newsletters. We do want to share with you the top 3 newsletters. Now, these are the newsletters that you have given the most feedback about, the ones that you felt resonated with you, or at least the majority of you. The ones who had reached out after receiving it and said, MJ, thank you so much. This is just what I needed to hear this week. Or in some cases, you cheered me on, which I deeply appreciate. So before we get into the giveaways, let's do a countdown. And here we go with our countdown on the top 3 Bounce-Up Chronicles newsletters over the past year. So coming in number 3 is issue number 35. Now, this issue came out in December of 2020, and the name of it was, Are You Taking Life by the Horns? The messages that I got, the reason why people responded to this one, a lot of response to this one, is because in this newsletter, there were 10 questions for you to ask yourself to reflect on 2020, to reflect on your goals, your accomplishments. Did you get where you wanted to be? There was also a worksheet attached, which is called What's Working and What Isn't. So it was a way for you to work through your strategies for you to determine what was working and what wasn't. So that came in number 3. That was issue number 35. Now, if you missed that issue, you can go back because it is still on the website. So just go to mjcallaway.com and hit blog, December 2020, issue number 35. Now, what came in number 2 for the year? Number 2 was, what does it take to make it happen? And this was issue number 31, so just a few before number 3. So issue number 31, you can check that out again on the website. And this one, the response that I received from it was the 3 components that I had given in this newsletter, which are also in the book Bounce Up. So if you were in the book Bounce Up. So if you did not see this yet, let me know if you have any questions about it. But I had covered this, what does it take to make a goal happen, in depth in that book. However, I can give you the 3 components that help you reach a goal. So component number 1 is it doable? Is it a doable goal? Because sometimes we set a goal that is not doable, or at least it isn't doable in the time frame we're giving it. So that's the first component. The second component to making a goal happen is emotional meaning. What is the emotional meaning behind that goal? When there's an emotional meaning behind a goal, we're more invested in that goal. We have that emotion that's going to cause us to keep going even when times are tough. So what is the emotional meaning behind the goal? And the third component, in order to make a goal happen, and really this is more, probably you need this one even more than the first 2. And this is mental drive. Do you have the mental drive to make it happen? And really the emotional meaning and mental drive work well together. So Do you have the mental drive to make it happen? Are you committed to making it happen? So those are the three components to making a goal happen. And that was issue number 31. Okay, now drum roll. Okay, my drum roll, not great. Drum roll. What was the number one issue that I received the most response from? And this was actually the very first issue. The very first issue to Bounce-Up Chronicles. And it was my personal message to all of you. And this was Welcome to Bounce-Up Chronicles. And it gave you the behind the scenes look of what had created, what had happened behind the scenes to create the brand and the message Bounce Up. And this, you can go back, it's April of 2020 if you missed it, but it is my sharing with you of the cancer journey I went through, not once, but twice. And also the dire prognosis that I was given of a 20% chance of surviving if chemo did not work, and chemo had a 50% chance of working. So I received an unbelievably tremendous response. The good luck and the wishes and the blessings and the prayers that all of you sent out to me meant so much. I can't even describe to you what it meant to receive those replies, to receive those emails, to receive those messages and those note cards. So I truly appreciate it. So that was the very first issue, and that was actually the one that had the most response over the past year. If you're tuning in for the first time to my channel, this is MJ Callaway. I'm in my tiny Bounce-Up studio, and today we are celebrating 52 issues with my newsletter, Bounce-Up Chronicles, and we're so happy you joined us. And for all my subscribers, you know you are number one, and I am so thrilled that you are with me on this journey. Now, on to our giveaways. This is so exciting. So the first giveaway, and there's actually a couple. So the first giveaway is we are going to give away a Bounce Up package to the person who shares the newsletter the most. Okay, the most shares we get. And it's on any of the social platforms. It can be whether you share the YouTube video, whether you share the newsletter. So anything that has to do with this 52 celebration, we will be counting those shares, and the person with the most shares gets a Bounce Up package. You will be thrilled with the package. So please share. Would love to have your support. We will also have 2 additional giveaways, one next week and one the week after. So issue number 53 and issue number 54 will also announce a giveaway. Because of your support, the big giveaway celebrating issue number 52 is you get a downloadable copy of Bounce Up. Yes, the book. Lots of great reviews about it. So you get your copy. I will have all the details in the description. So, and it's a simple click in order to get it. You can also share it with others. So once you see what the details are in the description, you'll be able to share that with your friends and your colleagues too. And before we sign out, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me over this past year. And remember to make it a Bounce Up day.